Hey there, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Apocalypse in our new High Dominion series. So we are into episode 4 and haven't encountered any Xenos yet at all. No stations. I mean, maybe there can't possibly be anything going on here. Maybe an enclave nearby. Oh, we have a new faction again. Oh, this is similar to the first faction that popped up. Okay, so they just re-emerged. They're led by Executor Candrith, the hierarchical union. Members have been pushing hard for an extreme centralization of political and military power. Good. Let's pause for a second and keep talking. So, yeah, I mean, there's no way that Xenos could possibly be here unless it's an enclave. But we're just trying to lock down as much territory as we can, and I think I will go ahead, as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, and build another construction ship so that we can really be expanding in all necessary directions. Kind of a new thing with this expansion is being able to manage your borders using construction ships, because you have to do that. It also costs influence, so you need factions to be happy so you have as much influence as possible. All right, growth speed just got another boost through genome mapping. And I could look up Off-World Trading Company to improve trading hubs' energy efficiency. We have one trading hub in the Sin system already, so that'll help with our energy. But I'm going to go with this first, because we have some tile blockers on both of our colony worlds that could be removed to the benefit of all of our people. So we're going to work on that. And then it looks like we have an upgrade that can be done here. Yep. Core colony building can be improved. And also, let's go ahead and put you up here, because we need to have
construction complete.
A power plant there. Okay, so our new construction ship is done. Oh, good. This is a precursor anomaly, and again, Ross is an archaeologist, so he will research that faster and have a lesser chance at failing on that project. So let's see, we have a new construction ship done in Sin. You're up here. You're over here. So yeah, I want to have you adding these to our territory. This is going to help our physics research a good bit, adding these in.
We have mastered a new technology.
What have we got? Oh, hang on. Broken Cybrex warforms. The broken remains of 2 Cybrex warforms have been discovered in orbit around Philomere 2. They appear to have been destroyed in battle, but no debris from their adversary has been found. Either they were badly outmatched, or there is more to this engagement than it seems. Interesting.
Situation
so we're going to have to research that. And I think I can go ahead and do that. Yep, let's do it. An advanced AI will aid science officers in their tasks. Okay, so survey speed is now faster. Oh, okay. So we got an actual special bonus for the teapot. Lots happening at once. I might step down to speed 2 because we've got so much happening now with the 3 science ships. But I want to meet Xenos. That's kind of why I have it set on speed 3, and we haven't had the chance yet to encounter any alien life. An advanced AI will aid. Yeah, I already read that. That's too much happening at once for me to even keep up. Let's see. Ooh, Hyperdrive 2 probably the best idea, but also FTL inhibitors. Let's do Hyperdrive 2. So this will allow us to speed through space a little bit faster. And then hyperlane registrars. Jump charge time will be improved by this. Jump cooldown time will be improved by this when I build these. And then we'll have an increased combat disengagement chance. All right, so special project. After almost giving up hope, studying the accursed ceramic object for so long, we have reached a breakthrough. The object isn't really there, but rather it is a projection from a higher dimension. Analyzing it as a shadow of a 4th dimensional object, we have accumulated enough data to decrypt its message. The object teaches us how to improve in all fields of research. The only question is, who sent this information? So for 20 years, we now will have 15% faster research. Eureka indeed. That is amazing. That is one of the best boosts. I don't think it's the best, but it's one of the best that you can get from that particular anomaly. All right, so Ebermachus Starbase is ready to be expanded. So we can make this a shipyard if we wanted. And I think I will. I like the idea of it being a shipyard. But we could also make an anchorage. Also, we could just give it defenses, which is handy. So why don't I go ahead for now and just make it a shipyard and an anchorage. And then we need an internal building, so we can give this. We can make it a resource silo, make it a hydroponics bay, crew quarters. It's not inside a nebula. It's close to a nebula, but it's not inside one, unfortunately. So in order to really take advantage of the nebula refinery, we would need to upgrade something in here, which we can do. We totally can. We can Absaj Amin, I think, would be a good place to build the nebula refinery. And we have the starbase capacity for it, so I'll probably be thinking about that. But for now, I like the idea of having a target uplink computer on this as well, but let's just do a... I like a lot of these ideas. Either a resource silo. I don't feel like I really need a resource silo yet. So let's just do a communications jammer. This will reduce the sublight speed of hostile ships and reduce their combat disengagement chance. Make it less likely that they'll be able to get away if they're heavily damaged. Are we done with destroyer tech yet? Nope, 17 months away. Almost there. Alright, so you're looking into the broken Cybrex warforms.
System survey complete.
And we still need to investigate those areas as well. Once my science ship, I think, is done scouting out up here, we'll see what we can do. So far, we really are getting lucky with the territory we're able to add without running into any opposition. After studying the wreckage of the two Cybrex warforms over Philomere 2, Science Officer Ross has concluded that they were most likely destroyed while fighting each other. This theory explains the lack of non-Cybrex debris, and it fits the damage patterns found on the wrecks. Why the two Cybrex vessels turned on each other remains a mystery, however. After they were immobilized, both warforms triggered some kind of self-destruct mechanism that fried their neural processors. So this will give us some additional physics research to help us with hyperlanes by 21 months, in fact. So we're getting some nice research boosts for sure. Alright, what can you do? Let's go ahead and add Rent Beacon to our territory, as well as... Don't quite have the influence to add the next one, but that's fine.
System survey complete.
Still running behind in society research, so we're going to need to fix that.
System survey complete.
Good. So you're moving on to there, and then I'll be able to bring you back, and we're going to explore here. Evermachus Prime has finished its surface construction queue. Oh, good. So this colony's been upgraded. We can go ahead and upgrade that mine. We've discovered a thriving ecosystem in the upper atmosphere of gas giant Chinook 2. Massive floating creatures having evolved bodies filled with lighter-than-air gases follow the wind currents and feed off the energy released by the gas giant's frequent lightning storms. These beings, in turn, support colonies of smaller animals that prey on atmospheric plankton and each other. Now, don't we already have... It's interesting that we're still exploring Chinook. But I mean, I will not complain at all, because we need that society boost. A wavering signal haunts Polymar 7, though it does not seem to originate from the planet's surface. Wow, so many anomalies. Holy crap. A small and otherwise insignificant... Let's do that one first. A small and otherwise insignificant moon orbiting this gas giant appears to be on a trajectory that will soon result in a collision with its primary. Research that. And then you can not quite add another starbase yet, but you can build mining stations and research stations, so do that, please. Things are going really quite well. I'm a little sad we don't have more core worlds yet, but hopefully we'll find them soon-ish. Science Officer Corona has issued a report indicating that they are none too pleased, having been ordered to study Polymar 7, where they have found nothing of interest. Sad day. Okay, so we can now observe the moon impact. One of the many moons circling Cade 4 has a terminal orbit. It will soon collide with the gas giant in what is sure to become a massive impact event. This event has been millions of years in the making, and it is just a startling coincidence that the impact has been fated to occur after a visit by one of our ships. Many of our scientists wish to observe and record the event, but we only have a narrow window before it is too late.
Situation log update.
Fascinating. So let's go here, and we want to go ahead and take care of that. And it looks like Ross is level 4 now, so some of these projects down here he can now do. Alright, so why don't you get that research station built and that mining station.
Construction complete.
And this starbase is being built. That's great news. Let's go ahead and build that research station. And then we need you to build that research station there too, because I gave you that order a second ago, and for some reason you forgot it. You jerk. Actually, I think it was still in the queue, and then I gave that build order and it canceled it. So I think it's my fault. I'm the jerk.
Construction complete. Special product complete.
1 month away from destroyers. We were successful in our attempt to record the collision between Cade 4 and its moon. The event was captured from several different angles and transmitted live throughout our space. Most importantly, our scientists, under the leadership of Ross, were able to record a large amount of valuable physics data that will surely benefit our research. Marvelous. So Hyperdrive 2 just keeps getting better and better and better. There are destroyers. Let's see. Let's go for space torpedoes first. Let's go ahead and knock those out. I do want better fusion missiles, don't get me wrong, but I like the idea of having more weapon variety sooner. And now let's take a look at our new destroyer. Gazna class is the automatically generated name. I'll stick with that. And I do want to go ahead and give them afterburners as well. And let's see what the game's created for us. First of all, we do need a level 2 reactor. So it put an artillery bow. I think I'd rather have a gunship destroyer to start out, though. I think I would. Just a straight gunship rather than the artillery model. And let's use lasers as the primary weapon. Well, actually, let's take a look. Sagor uses mass drivers as the primary and lasers as... Yeah, so let's use lasers as the backup and then mass drivers as the backup. Coil guns. Then I want afterburners there, and we're going to have the same thing. I'm going to kind of split. Let's take a quick look at this. This adds armor hit points. This adds shield hit points. So slightly more in terms of armor hit points here. But these regenerate. Yeah, I'm going to stay with the standard spread for now, but the rules have just completely changed as far as how you implement shields on smaller ships and armor on smaller ships in Stellaris 2.0. So we're relearning all of this as we go here.
System survey complete.
I do want to research Starhold as soon as I can because I want to upgrade the Sin station for sure. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and get Absaja Means outpost upgraded. Let's upgrade you to a starport, and this will take up another starbase capacity, but that's okay because I want the minerals from this nebula. And yes, we could technically go crazy, and we could really have... Man, it doesn't seem like there's anyone here. Like, we can lock down this part of...
Construction complete.
I mean, this is fantastic. We can really have a lot of territory to start out. A small space station of some kind has been built in a stable orbit around this asteroid. It appears deserted. Research. Good. We can clear those tile blockers now. That's been needed for a while. Ooh, gene clinic. Yes, please. Yeah, I want that first. So this will give us access to the gene clinic, which improves planetary growth speed and also is a source of unity, as you can see there. So that will improve our tradition gain. Can I build a new starbase yet? Yes, I can. Go ahead and build one in Drum, and then Shinnik. Let's build one in Hanum Ter. This is wonderful. And to tell you the truth, even when I play this on... Okay, finally! We've encountered... Let's see what we got here. This might just be... Is it a ship? Nah, these are Tianqi space whales. So we've encountered our first aliens, but they're just space whales. So... Some form of alien vessels in the Iflogua system, these strange objects have been flagged as Gamma Menace until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Syndar Prime is in an uproar following the news of unidentified ships sighted in the void. Their intentions unknown, it would be prudent to assume the worst. Worrying. Alright, we have only surveyed 2 of 8 habitable worlds so far. That's the downside of everything we're surveying. We're not finding many habitable planets. I need to clear these tiles. I'm going to go ahead and give the orders across the board. And then you... You know what? Let's actually put you up here. I want to have energy going for you. And then you need to build a slave processing facility on Citrinius Prime. And Ebermarcus also has some tiles to clear. Tianqi, the spaceborne life forms, which the Sundrian head of society research has come to refer as Tianqi, are docile creatures capable of accessing some lower dimension of subspace. They roam from system to system with remarkable ease. They graze on gases common to the upper layers of many gas giants. It is highly unlikely, to say the least, that this is their only food source, but intake of other nutrients has yet to be observed. They will rarely, if ever, attack, even when provoked. They can safely be ignored. Okie doke. Like I said, just space whales. We have detected an automated mining base built in close orbit around asteroid X1299. There are large chunks of the hull missing. The jagged holes indicative of heavy weapons damage. The station is beyond repair, but salvaging it will provide us with valuable minerals. Heck yeah. So we are killing it as far as our mineral discoveries. Okay, this is a neutron star. So we might be able to get some interesting bonuses from building there. We'll see. But first I need enough influence to build a starbase there.
Construction complete.
Done. Okay, got a couple things to do. First of all, let's go ahead and get the Nebula Refinery built. for that mineral boost. And then I suppose I don't really need you to have defenses. I would rather have this be... Yeah, let's go ahead and build a double anchorage here. Yeah, let's just do a double anchorage. Followed by a new tradition. Shipyard build speed and ship upgrade cost reduced by 20%. Claim influence cost reduced by 20, or army damage increased by 25. It seems like master shipwrights is probably the way to go there for our next tradition. 71 months until we have another one. Still waiting on more influence for you. Unfortunately, our factions... I mean, we are working on...
Complete. Tile blocker.
Yeah, we need domination to make these guys happier. And there's more, unfortunately, in this faction than otherwise.
Construction complete.
Observing the massive asteroid, I cannot read, J3L1 T668, we have found something. Further investigation is warranted. Don't want to have another scientist come in and look at it to get that 10% chance. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I am kind of jerking my scientists all over the place, but I think it's worth it. Let's get those research stations built. And you need to build a mining station there. Alright, so pretty soon we're going to need to decide where to build another starbase on this side. I think probably Baltris might be a good place to put it.
We have mastered a new technology.
Hyperdrive 2, Hyperlane Registrar. We have identified the existence of points in space where a ship expends less energy to breach their way into a hyperlane. Good. Basic combat role is probably the way to go. Actually, Power Plant 2 is going to be the way to go. Energy storage capacity and better energy production. And we still have not encountered any Xenos, so let's continue along that route. Let's get that starbase built in a brewery. Wait a minute, what are you doing? Oh yeah, that's right, you're going to check out that. Aha! We found an arid world up here, but that's not any good to us, because it's an arid world. But it will help with habitable worlds, anyway. That's a step in the right direction.
System survey complete.
Now, we do have destroyers available to us, so let's go ahead and get those in the Rapakin's Armada. Let's add you. And we do have plenty of minerals to build them, so we're just going to have 5 destroyers of that class. And then it looks like... Yeah, let's do it. Let's go ahead and have 10 of each Corvette class there. And then we're going to give the order just to reinforce. And that might have been a full reinforcement. And now both of the... Yep, look at that. Automatically, my new ships are being built. I love this so much. Holy crap, look at this. It's happening just on its own. And yes, by the way, when you build 2 shipyards on a starbase, it builds 2 ships at once. It's incredible.
System survey complete.
All right, I can't do anything just yet. Still more to explore, and I still haven't found additional core worlds. Maybe there'll be some there. That's got to be the answer. I mean, we can terraform some of these planets, and that'll help a little bit.
Construction complete.
All right, good. Let's get this built. Mining station and a research station. And Ebermachus can build a new building of some kind. No, I'd rather... We're still trying to catch up on society research, so I'd rather you come over here. Now, I don't have access to... Ooh, we need an energy grid here. We do. Let's put you there.
Anomaly found.
Backscattering spectrometry sensors indicate the presence of valuable substances beneath Zeldra 3's noxious clouds. Let's research that. And Power Plant 2 is available now. Very good. Next level of laser is available, and it unlocks further advancements in the field of energy weapons. Or we can go for FTL inhibitors, or we can go for improved deflectors. Let's go for the improved deflectors first. It's getting pretty cheap. It is a field manipulation technology, so we'll have that bonus. Also, Space Torpedoes has the same benefit right now, because Shibala can work on that. So, that's good. Alright, so we can build an outpost here. And then I kind of... See, I'm very happy with my research progress right now, given that we have so many boosts in our favor. Let's take a quick look at our edicts and see if there's anything else we can do. Nothing at the moment.
Construction complete.
Alright, good.
Construction complete.
Zeldra 3 is exceptionally rich in minerals that are unfortunately of no use to us. However, Science Officer Cherryh believes the many elements in the crust of Zeldra 3 hang on. Just had to listen to this for a second. Anyway, can be transformed into potentially more useful forms through positron bombardment. The ATS Avatheme the Mighty has requested that the High Dominion of Syndar set aside 100 energy credits for the purposes of this project. Very well, ready the positron charges.
Situation log updated.
So let's go ahead and make that happen, please. Gonna Control-Shift click that, put it at the front of the queue. Another new tech. This is just, we're making great progress. Gene Clinic's gonna be really handy for unity and growth. Ooh, if we research Pitharan dust, that could help our food production and ensure that we have a nice growth bonus from that too. Naval capacity plus 30 could also be good, considering the fact that we are building some new ships. Probably should do that first. And then Rolpakin's Armada.
Construction complete. System survey complete. Special product complete.
Oh, nice! Successful. The crew of the ATS Avatheme the Mighty are pleased to report that the experiment was a success and a significant number of dense mineral veins on Zeldra 3 have been transmuted into usable resources. Excellent. Nice. That is one world there. They can now give us 9 minerals. Phenomenal. All right, so Corona, where do I want to have you research? You've scouted so much up here. Tell you what, do a little bit more. Look up here, because these are technically bottlenecks in this area. And then I want you to come down here, please. Awesome. Was able to give all those orders with no problems. Wasn't expecting that, really. Still waiting for something to do with that construction ship. We're going to expand up this direction as rapidly as possible. Also, do we have a... Yeah, we have a ship on the way to that. But do I have other anomalies that I've skipped over? I feel like I do. Did I just finish a research project? No. But there are a few upgrades that are ready here, aren't there? Yep. So our energy problem is about to go away. Let me go ahead and give these orders. While the game's paused, all these upgrades will happen at once, and then things will get magically better very quickly. That's one way of putting it. Still need a slave processing facility on this world. Let's go ahead and put you down here. Actually, no. We'll save that for a research station. Put a gene clinic there. So Trinius Prime also needs a gene clinic. You've got a lot of engineering research, and I've got a lot of engineering research in general that's already good, but also I have even more physics research, so let's put a gene clinic down there. And then Syndar Prime, same thing, really. I guess yeah, same thing. Let's go ahead and put a gene clinic there, and then you need a research station. Science lab. We need to build some fortresses, too. Those will help with unity.
We have mastered.
But I want to wait until our last couple of tiles. Again, we don't have any adversaries yet. We haven't met anyone. Good, Starhold. Let's go ahead and research that. So we can upgrade Ebermachus. And it can support its system even more. Okay, so Lysiria? Nope, not quite yet. Sadides probably is the one I want to go for next for the society boost. Alright, none of my construction ships have anything to do at the moment because we don't have the influence to continue to expand. Our factions are not quite happy enough to give us more influence. Through hard work and experience, Governor Limathera has developed new skills, so they're now resilient and will live for 25 more years. That's good news. An experienced governor with a longer life is not something I will ever bitch about. So notice that shipyards and starbases have separate categories here, but they all count towards starbase capacity equally. All right, so we've got some Tianqi space whales up there. That's fine. This science ship is done. So yeah, go ahead and survey here. I need to know what's going on there. Go, go, go.
We have mastered a new
Staying on speed 3. Improved deflectors. That's awesome. Research alternatives +1. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. We need that as soon as possible. Oh, my gosh. All right. It's pretty clear what I'm working on right now. We're going to sit back for the last few minutes of this episode and listen to In Memory of Mercedes Romero because this is one of the best tracks in the game. So if anything unusual happens, I'll commentate, but I'm going to shut up.
Construction complete. Our ships have been upgraded. Situation log updated. System survey complete. Our ships have been upgraded.
Oh, hello. First contact with the next continuum. By the way, I'll tell you a story about that track that we're just listening to before the end of the episode. It's phenomenal if you haven't heard it. First contact with the next continuum. They're over here. Biological civilization detected. Initiate custodial protocol 46 subroutine alpha 8. Message follows. Greetings, organic sapiens. You're approaching next continuum territory. These systems serve as a refuge for sapient organics against the error data block corrupted threat. For refugee status applications, proceed to central processing. All sapient organic species are welcomed on basis of availability and need. Notice, hostile actions against refugees or custodian systems will be met with maximum available force deployment. How should we respond? Your kind will not threaten our executor. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time has shaken our society to the core. Leaked footage of these bizarre creatures is spreading through the media outlets across the High Dominion of Syndar, and many citizens have been gripped by panic. Rioting has been reported in several cities on Syndar Prime. The strange Xenos have achieved a level of technology far beyond our own, and they appear to have been spacefaring for thousands of years, possibly even longer. Fortunately for us, their kind appear to be a decrepit and stagnating species. Their age is over, the time of the Sundrian has come. All right, so we may still be able to secure space around the next continuum.
Construction complete.
All right, so they've opened their borders to us. And that's an additional sign that we may be able to open our borders, or that we may be able to survive with them diplomatically, but, okay. Wow. That was an interesting way to end that episode. But let me tell you the story about In Memory of Mercedes Romero really quickly before we get too much farther. So that track is, where are you? Right here. So when Andreas was composing, or rather when they were recording the compositions for the Utopia soundtrack, the orchestra was about to pack up, and they recorded this in one take, I believe the story goes, having never seen the music before. When they were about to be done, they just wanted to go ahead and give this a shot, and it became that track, which is, I believe this is the most beautiful track in terms of melody and evocativeness, just emotion in the Stellaris soundtrack. I mean, there's a lot of different types of emotion in these pieces for sure, but why is that one turned off? That shouldn't be turned off. I shouldn't have any turned off. Or maybe I'll have to listen to that one again and see why. But anyway, maybe I had that turned off for a reason. But anyway, I really, really love the soundtrack, so it's strange to me that I would turn any of them off. But that's one of the remixes, and maybe that's a remix that some of them were grating, but not in a bad way, just certain pieces I didn't particularly enjoy. So anyway, that's the story behind In Memory of Mercedes Romero, if you didn't hear it. I will go ahead and stop this episode here. In the next one, we are going to finally find out what's in these systems, as well as continue to expand. I'm going to try and lock down this territory to where we have this full kind of galactic wall set up. This is, I have to say, an unusual start, even for a reduced opponent count, to have not encountered any other Xenos, and the only Xenos we did encounter having been these are, this is a fallen empire. This is completely different. These are ancient caretakers, Gestalt consciousness. So, yeah, it's a really, really cool open start as far as, being able to establish our territory, really grow technologically, grow our fleet. I was pointing to this earlier while the song was playing. We've got a pretty nice start. We're at our command limit, so we can't put any more ships without building additional fleets. But yeah, this is going well. I'm looking forward to seeing how things progress as we start to expand here, because I feel like we're going to hit like an alien race here. But the thing is, if there was an alien race there, we would have seen a science ship by now. So I feel like maybe they're more like here or so, and maybe like here. Because the fact that there's no science ships that have visited us so far, I don't know. We're going to have to see where these, what these ships are getting caught up in and tied up by that have given us such a reprieve from not only seeing alien borders, but seeing any alien ships exploring whatsoever. It's interesting. So I'll go ahead and stop here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 and 6 for the first 10 episodes, and then we're going to go to the standard every day at 6. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.